Hey, howdy, hey. Welcome back to another episode of Avilla Theory. This is our series on relationships. Today we're talking about friend circles and, your set of homies that you have selected to be your non-blood but chosen family.
That's so sweet.
Oh, yeah, I know.
In case you were wondering, I'm Nicole Avilla.
And I'm CJ Avilla. And we are...
We're ready to get started.
We're ready to get started. I was thinking the Captain Planet thing, you know?
No, I didn't watch Captain Planet growing up.
Oh my gosh. We put the rings together and... Yeah. We'll have to watch that intro because I think we might need to use that.
Okay. Well, speaking of, I guess, cartoons, I wanted to do a little bit of trivia today.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. All right.
Are you ready for this?
Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm...
Okay. So, of course, it has to be Disney trivia.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask you and our listeners,
Mm-hmm.
you know those Pixar movies?
Yeah. Which ones? Like all of them?
All of them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So my question is, do you know the actor that is in all of them?
Oh, wow. This is a good one.
Did you know that there was an actor in all
I did.
of them? You've noticed that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the voice actor for the pig on Toy Story.
Yes.
And also Mac.
Yes.
On Cars.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I don't know their name. Do you know their name? The voice actor's name?
I looked it up.
Oh.
His name is John, and I believe he pronounced his last name Ratzenberger.
Oh, nice.
But he's known as the Pixar Good Luck Charm. But I felt like that question was too easy. So then I looked up the second most popular.
The second most popular?
Yeah.
Is he the only voice actor?
Yes, he's the only one in every single Pixar.
All right.
Based on my limited amount of research.
The second one is going to be like the second most common voice actor across Pixar. Mm-hmm. This is like way out of my depth for Disney trivia. This is pretty advanced.
So my next question is, do you want to know the answer now? Or at the end?
Can you give me a hint of two movies that are not the same series, but that this person is in?
Toy Story and Cars.
Toy Story and Cars?
Mm-hmm. Movies. I know you've seen a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I'll think about it.
You think about it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, maybe the listeners are screaming at the radio.
They probably
know the
are.
answer.
They're like, come on.
Yeah.
Also, this is not official. I just went through the website. I went through all of the movies and was like, oh, look. That one's in like 5 of them.
Okay. All right.
So, anyway.
It's like all right. Your data analysis of IMDb.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly where I pulled it from.
All right. Cool.
All right, so let's talk about how we maintain our friendships.
Yeah. So let's introduce our group of friends, not by name, but just by like the group that we share in common. Mm-hmm. This is a group of people who have known each other since since many of us were even dating in college. This is like some of us met just after high school, but not in high school.
Right. We all met in college, and we've gotten lucky that as people have gotten married, their partners have fit nicely into our group. Mm-hmm. And so when we get together, we have a lot of fun. And so it started a couple of years ago. We just decided to do a Christmas party, and we invited all of these people. People who in college we probably saw many times a week. Mm-hmm. But now that we are all married or, adulting,
we're all just
I
grown
guess.
ups. Yeah. We were just kids back then.
We haven't been able to see each other as often. And so that Christmas party was like the first time we had all seen each other in a while, even though we all live in the same city. Mm-hmm. So we had a lot of fun. We said we should do this more often. For the first couple of years, we just did it annually, which now thinking back is really sad. And then not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before, somebody was like, we need to sit down right now and pick the dates for the rest of the year. We should do this every other month.
Yeah.
And so we did. We sat down in December and picked dates for the following year for every other month. And because we picked those dates so early on, we were able to actually keep them and follow through with them. And for the most part, unless someone was sick or had a wedding to go to, we were all there. And it has just been a great community for us. And so after a year of doing it every other month, the Christmas party, we picked our dates again, and somebody suggested, let's do it every month. And at first I was like, ooh, that seems like a lot, but we've been doing it every month, and it's great. I really look forward to it.
I feel like we would sometimes meet with each couple individually, or we would, like, you would sometimes meet with some of the ladies, or there were subgroups that were meeting outside of the annual Christmas party, and I think what happens is when you become a parent, a lot of your time gets sort of sucked away. And so something that we were trying to prioritize was making sure that we have time for these friendships.
Yes.
And by being able to get the whole group together at the same time once a month, we're able to really keep those friendships active and nurtured while also sort of optimizing for not making plans 4 times a month to go on 4 separate outings with 4 different subgroups of this group.
Our group is 9 people, give or take a person or two, depending on the month.
And who's in town? We have some of when it started, we were all in the same city, and now we have a couple of folks that were that are in the circle that now live out of town. Yeah,
but what I wanted to say is that I like how diverse the group is. It's not just married couples, and it's not just people with kids. We're all kind of at different points in our life, even though we're all around the same age. And so that makes for what I feel like is a really well-balanced community, because since we keep in touch so often and we know what's going on in each other's lives, we're able to be there for each other when other things are going on in our lives. So we think that this community has been very important. I wish we had started it sooner.
Yeah.
But we think it would be great if you could go out and do the same thing.
Yeah.
And find a couple of friends that you've been friends with for a while and try to meet up regularly.
Yep. And we have a couple of things that we've learned over the years of doing this that we wanted to share that work for us. So we often will plan the event around a meal. And
yes.
Yeah, so either...
Yeah, so we try to, for the most part, we make these get-togethers without kids. So it's usually a Friday night or Saturday night. And it does we usually start with dinner or drinks. And then we've, what have we done? We've done the bocce ball. We've done a puzzle game place.
We've gone to the beach. We have done s'mores around a fire pit.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll just be at someone's house.
I think most of the time it's at someone's house.
That's true.
I think the most common, we are, we don't go out and spend tons of money to do this. It's not a very expensive thing to do. And I don't think it's something that we all, want to spend a ton of money on. So one of the ways that we have saved money is by just kind of going shopping and then having dinner and drinks at home or at someone's house.
Usually, sometimes we'll divide it up. This person brings the dessert, this person brings a side dish, this person brings the main dish. Other times we've kind of been would it be okay if somebody just took over and did all of the shopping? This is what we want to have that night. And then whoever did the shopping will let us know. Okay, it came out to $60. Let's divide that by however many people are going to be there that night. And then we all just send the money over.
Yeah.
Which just makes it really easy. This is not supposed to be something that causes stress or feels like work. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And we found that through doing this, it's easier to keep in touch and be a part of each other's lives. So when things happen, good or bad, we know that we have this group of people who are going to be there for us.
Yep.
For example, when my kids are in a play, I invite this group of friends to come. Unfortunately, after one of our Christmas events, it was at our house and everybody left at around the same time, and one of the families got in a car accident on the way out. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, everybody was fine. However, the moment it happened, we called each other and we were all there, those of us who could be, to support the family as much as possible, got them home safely, kept in touch over the next few days to make sure that everything was okay. Mm-hmm. So just to have that support, I feel like is priceless. Mm-hmm. So,
would you say that this group sort of grew out of your roommates in college? Or like maybe it started as roommates, or do you think it was more of a club thing from college?
Yeah, it may have. A few of us have been roommates before, but I think it was more a club thing. Like we were all kind of in the same activity, and so it just grew from there. Yeah.
Okay. One other thing that I wanted to mention in terms of nurturing the community and keeping the friendships tight is a really fun thing to do is have a shared photo stream. Mm-hmm. And so someone generally, not hopefully you don't forget, but someone usually takes pictures at the event and then posts them on the photo stream. You can kind of go and look back at I guess 10 years of these friendships that we've been building,
Yeah, and at least once a year, we try to make one of the events a family event. Mm-hmm. So kids then can come to that one, and we do take a lot of pictures then, because over the years, all the kids have it's gone from 2 kids to a bunch of kids. Yeah. And so it's fun to see them grow, and it's kind of like their cousins. Mm-hmm. So then they get to play, and it's just worked out really well for us. So I think it's just something that we really want to recommend. Mm-hmm. And, if you hadn't thought about it before, you probably already have a couple of friends that you could start this with. Mm-hmm. And like CJ said, it's just a great way to have friends who are more like family.
Yep. So.
And you can come up with a fun name.
Yeah. Name your group. I think that's funny.
We named our group. I think we can tell them our group name.
Yeah, the group is Quacks.
We call it Quacks.
We call it the Quacks.
And that just makes it easy.
It does.
Oh, also, we've kind of come up with... so Quacks is great. It's once a month. But as I have mentioned previously, it's hard to get a lot of one-on-one time because you want to talk to everybody and catch up on what's been going on in the last 4 weeks. So more recently, the girls of the Quacks have also started a monthly lunch. So we meet on everyone's lunch break once a month so that we can just get a little bit more, intimate time together and really catch up on how we're all doing. So that's been good. And I think that the guys would probably want to do that as well, but some of us have kids and some of us need them to be taken care of. So
yeah,
we'll have to figure out how to make that work.
The one thing that I really like about the group is that everyone gets along so well, and everyone kind of just meshes, and it's easy to talk one-on-one with anyone from the group.
It is.
And feel comfortable. And
I think we've just been so fortunate.
I was trying to think of different ideas for folks if they want to have their own events. So we've done a pool party. Mm-hmm. We've done the Glass Die, the game bar place. We've played board games at home. Mm-hmm. We've played this game where it's like a gift unwrapping game where the gift is wrapped 50 times. You have to unwrap it with oven mitts. Yep. Super fun.
Yeah. We also dream of traveling together. Mm-hmm. So one of our friends in the group got married a couple of years ago, and they got married in Mexico. And so a few of us were able to go to that, and it was just amazing. So we would really like to be able to save up and have all of us go somewhere together.
We also did a massive Disneyland trip.
That's
where
right.
we Airbnb'd like a fat house.
We did.
And then everyone came and stayed in this massive house.
The house was huge and gorgeous. I mean, it's affordable at that point because you have so many people.
Was that
splitting.
7 families maybe?
I think it may have been. We had people who came from California and from Las Vegas. And it was so much fun. And now we've got like these awesome pictures of us standing in front of the Ferris wheel, all the little kids.
Mm-hmm. One thing that was really great about that is we had my brother came with us and watched all the kids one night. And so all the parents that are in this group, we went back to Disneyland just as like this mob squad of adults.
Yeah.
And that was super fun.
Yeah, babe, that was a great transition. Let's do our trivia now.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Cars and Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Oh, I think it is, I know who it is. It's Sally.
Yes. Her name is Bonnie Hunt.
Bonnie Hunt. Yeah. Was she also
Sally?
Little Bo Peep?
No, she was not. Although I did look her up the other day. She was Sally in Cars and Cars 2. Mm-hmm. She was Rosie from A Bug's Life and Polly from Toy Story 3 and 4. She was in... This is Polly. I thought her name was Dolly. I didn't realize her name was Polly. Anyway, she's the Bonnie's doll.
Oh, yep.
3 and 4.
Yep, 100%.
So that puts her in like 6 of the movies.
I remember that.
Which I think is the second most.
Nice trivia. That was really tough.
You know what?
Surprisingly
She's also
tough.
in Monsters, Inc. She's totally in Monsters, Inc. This list does not have her. And Monsters University.
Really? Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just like the most recent or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bad data.
Anyway.
Bad data.
I thought that'd be fun little trivia for us.
That is really good. I have trivia for you.
Ooh.
You'll have to wait till next time.
Okay. I'm going to be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, just to wrap up, we want you to be able to maintain your friendships. And one way to do that is to come up with monthly or annual get-togethers with all of your friends so that you have that nice tight-knit community to be there for you through the good and the bad. We also hope that you check out our website, avillatheory.com. And as we've said previously, we're now on the iTunes podcast catcher. Is that what it's called?
Sure.
Tell me what it actually is.
Podcatcher. I don't know. I don't know if that's a real term, but that's what some people call it. Okay. So like you should be able to go anywhere that you find podcasts. Mm-hmm. So Overcast or any of the players. Yeah. And you should find our stuff in there. Stitcher, iTunes, the Apple Podcast app, like all of those should have the podcast. But what's important is if you go to Apple and give us a 5-star review, that would be super appreciated. Also, when this episode airs, we're going to be in the airport. Coming home from Disneyland.
Finished our trip from Disneyland.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have some fun things to share about that. So
you're staring at me so intensely.
All right. I think we should wrap.
Yep,
should we wrap it up? All right, that's the end.
We hope you have a wonderful day. We love you.
We appreciate you. Love yourself. Spread love around. Peace.